back to another episode, or to another part of the walkthrough's playthrough of Sunrider, Mr. Arcadius. I'm Nishwan, and we're playing Sunrider again. Been a while. A lot of stuff happened. Alright. I got a new mic. Hopefully it's working fine, because I just got a recording Battle Gothic, and for whatever reason, Battle Gothic Armada, and for whatever reason, the mic got really, well, weird sounding, so, yeah. I'm not sure why that happened. Because it was working fine, like the second before. It could be some problem with fraps maybe, but I'm not quite sure, so let's hope it doesn't happen with this. Alright, but anyway, so I got a new mic, because my previous mic, it just started making my computer make the D-Dude sound, which is what happens with this Windows, when you unplug something from Windows 7, or plug something into Windows 7, and it basically freezes whatever the mic is on, whether it be Audacity or Fraps, which is bad for Fraps. Audacity not that big of a deal, because I can just stop the console footage and try again. Yeah, Fraps is big, but if Fraps is, but with Fraps it kind of makes it freeze, and with Fraps that's like a 730 whether or not you can salvage your recording from it or not. But anyway, yeah, it's working fine so far, except for that one issue, so, yeah, let's get started. Alright, so let's go talk to everyone. I guess let's talk to Sola first. Actually, no, let's talk with where everyone is, so let's talk to Asurga first. Okay, Okay, the stars I see. Asurga, look into the stars, Cam. Okay, yeah. Asurga, I know that you like doing that. Kato, my secret's been exposed. Kato, Hey, Asurga, a question. Asurga, what? Kato, what do you suppose an ideal starship captain it'll be like? Asurga, oh, super handsome with princely looks. Huh. Kato, aside from the looks, you dork. Hey, exclamation point. Well, I guess he'd be super good at navigation and all that, and be knowledgeable with weaponry, not to mention pretty smart with radar operation too. Good points. I know my captain would be more concerned about strategy than anything else, but he would know practically how the ship worked if he had to do it himself, which he shouldn't and probably wouldn't. But yeah. Depending on whatever his job was before becoming captain. Kato, side that wasn't what I was asking. Yeah, he's asking how view of the crew, I guess. Kato, don't worry about it. It was my fault for even asking. Sorry. Shields turned around to leave. And I think my ideal captain would be the sort of person who stands for doing what's right, no matter the cost. Someone who stands not for the established order, but who fights on behalf of the poor and weak. Huh. Someone who's heroic, a captain who will uphold the truth and fight not to win, but for the name of justice. Someone willing to make an ultimate sacrifice if it means saving the lives of innocents. Indeed. Asurga. Someone who believes in the goodness of humanity, who believes no matter what happens, everything will turn out alright in the end. A hero of justice. Yep. We all try to be like that, but it's not so easy in your life. Say yourself. I never said it was, Captain. But aren't all those things worth having in life hard to get? But aren't all things worth having in life having in life hard to get indeed? I guess that's true. Thanks, Sugar, for that. Sugar, anytime, Cam. Yep. Alright, now let's talk to her friend, Chiagra. Chiagra on comm. Captain, it's me. Hi, Chiagra. Kato, come in, Chiagra. Chiagra. Good day, Captain. Kato, is something the matter? Chiagra, no, Captain, not at all. In fact, things are going so well and the engineering staff decided to take a break. Wow. Things going that well, eh? Chiagra, I was wondering that, would you like another round of tea. I made some extra pastries. I was thinking they would go well with it. Alright. Pastries go well with it, I guess. Some sort of biscuit. The first thing I said was Southern was dead. First thing in like dinner rolls, yeah. I mean, I personally like dinner rolls. My grandma likes biscuits, but anyway. And you know my stance on tea. So yeah, sure thing. I always have time for tea with my chief, indeed. Tiagra. Captain, please stop calling me that. It doesn't suit me. You're the chief of engineering, after all. I mean, if I was in the situation, I would be calling her chief too. That's just my thing. I call people whatever first comes to mind. The first thing I met them. So yeah, kiddo. Sorry. She looks more nervous this time. I mean, it's really just what Tiagra's trying to meet with the captain a little bit more. Kiddo. Honestly, Tiagra, I'm not sure if I'm cut out for this. I thought my command on board the Sunrider was just going for routine patrols. Oh. That looks big. I'll explain why they gave the Sunrider to a new captain. They guess they were going to give it to someone more experienced after the Sunrider tested out. And they wanted to give a new captain someone who would be more familiar with the Sunrider, more familiar with the new technology of the Sunrider a chance. Interesting. Yeah, so you wouldn't want to bother a grizzled commander to do the routine stuff unless of course she wanted to. Kiddo. All the Syrian military ever did was interdict smugglers and tangle with some local pirates. I was never trained for this. None of us were. That's what they do. That's what Syria did. Kiddo. All of our smartest and most experienced captains are dead. All that's left of us, the newest ship in the fleet. I've made some calls here I'm not so sure about. I'm not sure about what I'm going to do. Kiddo. Everything's so much easier and similar in officer school. When you actually have to make the call on the spot, it's just impossible. And you never know what's going to happen next. You don't have time to think about the consequences, though. It's just a split-second twitch decision. Terrifies me to think that the lives of everyone on the ship depend on nothing more than my guesses. Sugar Captain, You done an amazing job. You done an amazing job so far. None of us would have made it this far if it wasn't for you. It's true. Yeah, that's true. Chugger, I remember when Asurga and I were the only ones here. Now we have a hangar full of riders from across the galaxy. And time. Chugger, best yet, we're all one family, Captain, and it's because of you. I'm just worried about the Sword Alliance. I hope I don't regret working with them. You probably won't. Chugger, we all trust you with our lives. I'm sure whatever you do, it'll be the right thing. Kato, thanks, Tiagra. Sugar, I better get going, my staff might need me. Yeah, you might be off their break finally. Kato. Alright, I better get back to work too. Sugar, if it's alright, Maggie coming here, I'd enjoy our tea time together. Sure, that's fine. Kato, of course, Tiagra. Sugar, thank you. Thank you. I'll see you later, Captain. See you, Tiagra. Kato, see you, Tiagra. I don't know if I read that, or I did. I don't know if I read that first or said it while I was thinking first. Alright, now let's talk to Ava, yes. Ava, yes. Kato, any leads to Cassette's whereabouts? Ava, not yet. Kato, what's the full extent of the damage after her last attack? That's a good question. How much of the exploding station dinged our hull? Ava, it slowed the Alliance down, but that was only one of 6 stations the Alliance put around the planet. Alright, yeah, and also the fact that that's a very important station of theirs. I forgot about that fact. Ava, security has been stepped up by another station's cassette. Won't be able to pull something like that again, not for a long time. Of course, they could always miss, but that's unlikely. Okay, Ava. So, how was the rest of the visit? Kato, fine. The Admiral wishes to help us. Yes, and he wants us to help him. Kinda, not really. Ava. But you're worried about something. Kato, yeah, him militarizing the Alliance is not a good idea. Ava, it's not just cassette on your mind, is it? Kato, the Alliance has gotten awfully comfortable here. Those space stations in orbit around Ungress aren't temporary. Those stations are precursors to the space elevators. They're most likely drop tethers down from a transport Ungressite ore to orbit. That way, they can refine the ore into liquid Ungressite for their warships and be transported deeper into the cold worlds. Yeah? Which I guess would be better if they force labor people, but if they pay them well, and if they don't wreck the environment of Ungress, which that is up. Well, I don't know the environment of Ungress very well, but they do it right, it's fine. But I mean, that is one way to start a space. That is pretty much the way to start a space elevator. Because the space elevator needs it needs two things. It needs something in orbit to keep it, taut like this, and something on the ground to keep it from flying into orbit. So yeah. By the way, Kato, the Alliance tends to establish a permanent foothold this deep in the neutral rim. Yeah, which could be a problem for the Syrians. Ava, why wouldn't they? The Battle of Ungress cost hundreds of thousands of lives and many times more treasure. Why would any sane person just leave the Ungressite alone after committing that much resources to attain it? Yeah? Kato, this is hardly liberation. You're just saying that because you're from Terra. And you're from a neutral world. This is fine. Ava. Eloquent debates and good feelings did not win wars, Captain. Fuel and munitions do. Kato, Kato, Syria's not far from here. We're fighting to liberate our home. Planting an Alliance flag right outside our doorstep doesn't figure well into our liberation. Well, are the Alliance planets happy? I think they are. Being part of the Alliance, so maybe Syria could just join the Alliance. Just saying. Ava. Ungress is a conflict-ridden dust bowl which has been oppressed by foreigners for as long as in history. Syria is free of Ant's blue world. I mean, if it wants to be free, it's going to be free. And Ungress is, well, a mining world that you just mine things from. Ava. We have a history of independence government, civil rights, economic disaffection, I think. Basically just diversification, that's what it is, alright. Ava. None of those exist on Ungress. Kid, I hope you're right. Yeah. It would be sad to see Sarah become non-neutral planet, but oh well. It'll become just another world of Alliance, but still. Alright, now let's talk to Sola. Sola, Captain. Something the matter, Sola? Sola, I was having some difficulty with the Seraphim. It seems like some of the parts in the Alliance are not compatible with my systems. But yeah, they may or may not be more advanced, but they are definitely from a much later time. So yeah, they're completely different. Kato, that's definitely an issue, huh? Yeah. Kato, even though we might be able to perform repairs on the hull, a lot of Sephirium's gadgetry is beyond our tech. Or it's beyond ours, either way, or we're beyond theirs, whatever the case may be. I'll try to get Chiagra to understanding more of the Sarah systems, even if we don't understand how it works, we might be able to start replicating parts at least. Yeah, Chiagra can do it. I know that for a fact. So, I'm sorry, I do not wish... Sola, I'm sorry, I do not wish to cause trouble. It's fine. Kato. Trouble? The service abilities are beyond anything we have right now. It's actually our low tech which is causing the trouble here. Yeah, and your big gun. Could we have captured one of those riders that we were fighting with the red ones and use that? That would be fine. Or even better, can we capture the facility maintaining those things and use that? That would work, right? If they were maintained by the facilities, not the ships we destroyed, depending. Further, I wish to thank you, Captain. Even though I'm a stranger to this timeline, you have welcomed me as part of your crew. No problem. It's the least we can do for our sharpshooter, yeah. Solo, I do not understand how I survived Sarlacc's final tier, nor how I found myself in Linear in the future. But I'm relieved I survived. I no longer wish to return to the great nothingness, but to continue to live so I may make new friends. Indeed. You need it. That's a good thing. Kiddo, it's good to hear. Yeah, you have yourself to thank for that. I didn't do anything. Well, we did say one thing. Sola, question mark, Sola, question mark. The strongest form of determination is the kind which comes from our own heart, Sola. Not what comes from others. Sola, I see. I will remember that. Yep. Alright, we'll get the hang of it to go to, but... is there anything else we want to do? I think we want to research it, but first let's talk to the mining union lady. What you got? The generator? Oh, we can't do anything. Alright, because the last mission was just us talking to the Admiral and getting blown up, right? I forgot. Alright. I just found more Alliance cruisers, that's awesome. Alright, so, well, let's continue. Lieutenant? Krista, Captain! Okay, everything's alright with the Paladin? Krista, yes, sir! I've been meaning to talk to you. Okay, what's the matter? Krista, I understand you got some concerns with the Alliance. Well, Kato does, I don't. Alright, you got two options. I guess world spreads fast on board a ship, what you have to say, or are you still spying on me, Lieutenant? We are not going to see the bottom one, we're going to see the top one. I guess word spreads fast on board a ship, what did it say? Especially a ship of this size, which we don't know how big the Sunrider is doing. But, it's not the biggest ship ever, so yeah. Okay, so if you have the time, I want to show you something, alright? Okay, we're still in the middle of resupplying right now. Ava's got everything under control. Yep, I guess Kato can go check it out. Kato, alright. What do you want me to say? Krista, I've arranged a shuttle to take us to one of the Ungrasite orbital colonies. I received clearance from the Admiral to have you inspect our efforts on Ungras personally. Oh, wow. Shit. Oh, well, this well, Kato. See the light that the Alliance is. Krista. Once you've seen what we're doing on Ungras, I'm sure you change your mind about the Alliance. Indeed, good idea. Kato, all right. Let me contact Dave on the comm. I'll tell her that I'll be leaving for a few hours to inspect the Alliance occupation firsthand. Not occupation. Krista, thank you, Captain. I'll be waiting here at the shuttle. All right. Is this a space station? I mean, you can tell because it goes up like that. Krista, welcome to Habitat P4X-684, Captain. Shields cover his nose as soon as he got off the shuttle. Yeah, it's kind of slummy, isn't it? Is this where they were living, or is this where they live? No, Kato. Are the electric support systems defective? Krista, we were all shocked when we first arrived here. The colony was built by the new empire to accommodate 10,000 workers for their orbital refineries. As you can tell, the population expanded through the years, and is now this cramped station holds over 500,000 people. Wow, the new empire did this? I see. So we're helping them. I see, or the alliances. I guess I'm part of the alliance now. Or let's make that clear. I'm part of the alliance. I'm not part. I'm from Syria. I was just there visiting as a mercenary, doing my mercenary thing, doing my mercenary thing like I do in Ace Combat. So yeah. You know, that's unbelievable, yeah. We're packed making the live here too? I guess so, cause, she said people live here still. Chris, believe it or not, the smell was even worse when we first arrived. We installed new air purifiers throughout the station ventilation system. But even then, I doubt the station will continue to hold this many people. Yeah, time to make more stations or expand on the surface. Okay, so come this way. I prepared an inspection on our relief efforts here for you. All right. Okay, what about food and medicine? Krista, it's as you can imagine. Just clean water is a valuable commodity here, especially on the overcrowded space station. Krista, you have dozens of relief specialists coming and going around the clock, but even then, it's been a struggle. Yeah. Krista, decades of hunger site refining has spread caustic chemicals throughout the station. Worse, there are diseases running rampant throughout the station, which have been eliminated in civilized space for centuries. Wow. Krista, in just a few days since we arrived, you delivered over 500 metric tons of food to the station and twice as much clean water. We docked a medical cruiser here to tend to the sick. 4 more have been diverted from the front lines to tend to the people here. Ah. Krista, we set up 6 water filtration systems throughout the station, organized neighborhood patrols. Can you see, Captain? This is what tyranny does to innocents. Indeed, Kato, you better see this. Krista, the Alliance is a force of good for the galaxy. We sent the tyrants responsible for this packing back home and brought change for the people of Ungrus. Indeed. Krista, compassion and technological know-how will make the galaxy a better place, beginning with Ungrus. Kato, impressed yet? Yeah, you truly believe that? Don't you? Krista, Captain, do you wish to know the truth? I was actually born outside of line space. I saw firsthand what corruption can do to innocents. My family lived in constant fear of the government who demanded all of their livelihoods from us. The same government which never protected us from pirates, and yet always found money to spend on terrorizing the populace. Oh wow. The Alliance, Grissa, the Alliance has stood for freedom and individual choice from the day of its birth, indeed. Grissa, originally, the Hilo Ravinian Emperors sought to rule the galaxy, but in their quest for power, they destroyed themselves, yep. Grissa, then it was the new empire which sought to rule all of mankind. They fell to our nation, and the alliance formed out of the fear of not out of fear or oppression, but out of universal truth that all mankind has the right to freedom, equality, and opportunity. Indeed, that should be the way for all nations. Krissa, every man, woman, and child throughout the galaxy deserves to forge their own destiny. That is the only universal truth. Indeed. Kato. Or Koto. Kato, we have a visitor. Kato, come here, little girl. What's your name? Koto. I'm Koto. Kato. Kato. I'm Kato, and this is Krissa. Kroto. Kato, Kroto, and Krissa? Yes. All the K's and all the very similar place names and everything else. Kato. Haha. We make quite a trio. Kato, my mommy says I shouldn't speak with strangers. Kato, your mommy's right, but don't worry. We're not here to hurt you, indeed. Kato, I was wondering, are you one of these star people? Kato, the star people, huh? Yeah, I guess we are. Kato, you could say that, Kroto. Okay, Kroto, please take me away from this place. I don't want to be here. I want to be on the spaceship. Kato, dot 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 dot. Kato, I'm sorry, but your mummy would miss you too much if you left. Kato, I don't care. Shields knelt down and spoke to the child face to face. Kato, I know this place isn't as fun as a spaceship, but you see this lady here? She's Lieutenant Chris upstairs of the Alliance Navy. Her friends are making this place better for you, alright? They'll bring you good food, help you if you ever get sick, they'll plant trees. Maybe one day they might even build a playground here. It'll just take some time, alright? You have to be patient. But always remember, you should always stay with your family. Because once you lose them, you never get them back again. Koto, I hope I'm saying her name correctly, or Keiko. Okay, dot dot. Shields patted a girl on the head and stood. Yep. Good work, Captain. Krissa. Shall we continue, Captain? Kato, no, I've seen enough already. Let's go back, Lieutenant. Kato, Kato, understood, sir. Kato, dot 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 dot. Krissa. Perhaps the Alliance intervention, perhaps with the Alliance intervention, the people of Hungris can finally live in prosperity, yeah. Kato, how long do you think it'll take to restore civil society on Hungris? Because with the war going on, our efforts are limited. But once the war is finished, the Alliance will be able to dedicate more funding into reconstruction as well, and then use their own hunger site to pay, for them to have good lives. Because, Captain, I enlisted for the Alliance fleet to do good. Perhaps we are distrusted in the neutral realm, but our intention for the galaxy have always been peaceful, indeed. Alright, we got two options. I understand the Alliance is our friend, I'm sorry about any misgivings I had, or I appreciate just their goodwill, but we in the neutral realm value our independence more than Alliance protection. Okay, this is an interesting one. Going on what Kato's been saying ever since we started missing the Alliance, I'm pretty sure the bottom one is the one he would go for. Or should we make him say what I would say? Because you know, this is about what I would do. I mean, after what happened, I'm pretty sure Kato will understand what the Alliance can do, or how good the Alliance is. I mean, we haven't heard a single bad thing about the Alliance anyway. Um, so yeah. Other than their militarism, other than the Admiral, the Alliance itself, we haven't heard any bad things about it, other than maybe bureaucracy. But that happens that happens in politics, and it just happens in democracies. But anyway, so yeah. I mean, it definitely makes a good point. The neutral and values their independence for the Alliance protection. But you don't have to, you don't have to join the Alliance. You can just be there and just be allies with the Alliance. So yeah, I understand the Alliance is our friend. I'm sorry for any misgivings I had. Chris, it's understandable, Captain. I realize we're not liked in the neutral realm. We're a nation of merchants, honestly. We have no military ambitions. We merely wish to trade with the galaxy. I see. Suddenly, a group of X-Men poured out from the alleyway and shielding Krista. Yeah, I figured we were going to get ambushed by pirates. Kato, oh no. The two slowly raised their hands as the men drew. The two slowly raised their hands as the men drew their rifles. Oh great. Yeah, yeah. Figured as much. I was waiting for this to happen. Krista, dot dot. Or Cassette. Welcome to Congress, Captain. Kato, Cassette, how'd you find us? That's a good question. Cassette, a little friend pointing us in the right direction. Of course you did. Kato, or Koto. That's him right there. He's the captain. Kato. Darn, I got careless. That's true. Cassette, good job, my little bird. You earned this platinum. Cassette tossed a silver coin to the girl. Koto. It's time. Yay! Dot dot. Cassette. Take our prisoners into custody, boys. Oh, good luck with that. Shields was pushed down to his knees as the gunman tried tight fasteners around his wrists. Oh, great. Kato, you making a mistake? Cassette, you should never brought children into this. Cassette, oh no, Captain. Cassette, by the time I was your age, I killed men twice your size. Of course you did. Cassette, you're naive, though you are. Cassette, this isn't your cozy, cool world, this is Longrus, the pit of the galaxy. We are strong, we're the strong, prayer, and weak. And we have guns, pointing at your head. Cassette, I mean not them, us, me, Kato, and Cassette. We have invisible people pointing guns at their heads, so they should surrender to us, yes. The gunman struck Shields in the back of the head with a rifle. Shields fell to the ground unconscious. Oh, great. Cassette, Captain! Cassette, take them away. Show them our best. Oh, fantastic. I'm looking down or up. Dot, 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 dot. And you know what? That would be it for this video. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate you guys watching this video with me. Well, speaking of TV to leave comments right there if you're interested for the series I will shoot next, or just want to play Sunrider Massacre Days in general, note that PC is going to be a real tip. This seems like an extra star point, don't you think? I mean, I'm not quite sure what I would call the title of this video, but we'll see. Definitely story or something. Or the Ungrisian Tour, maybe. Or the Ungris Tour? I guess so. Or Tour of Ungris. Something like that. But yeah, I'm out of time for today, so I'll have to end it here. But we'll be back whenever we'll be back. Cause like did I say this in this video? No, I said that in my Puffagustic video. I got a backlist of games I need to play. Not only this, but a ton of other games. So we'll see when we get back to this. But I still need to get this done so I can play Real Liberation. Alright, but anyway, so yep, that'll be it for this video, and I guess see you in the skin.